Hello and welcome to VLD Photography. I'll try and keep this as brief as possible, but basically I wanted to show you what I do when it comes to uploading like 500 images that you've taken in a session. So I went to go to the Vic last night, and of course I've captured so many images. Somebody was saying it's daunting having to upload so many onto your computer, but it can be, but there are ways around it. And so I think people kind of get worried that they're going to just crash their computer or their phones or whatever. But if you know how to, so basically you'll probably capture 500 images or more at any given event, but you're probably going to edit maybe 30 out of the lot, and your clients are probably gonna want to see or take about 10. So in the 500, you're probably gonna have some that aren't that great. They might be overexposed, they might be underexposed. Their face isn't quite right. Some of it's too blurry or not enough blurry, or there's always going to be something. So it's sort of selecting the ones you know that are gonna pop, that are gonna draw people in. They're gonna be like, oh, I want to go and see this band. They look amazing. You want the ones that you know that there's gonna be some sort of interest in, and I think that's the way to go forward. So when you've got about 500 images, and I mean, I suppose if you're really good and you have so many great images, then it might be the case that you're uploading so many. But if even professional photographers, I imagine, would have a few out of a lot of them that aren't that great. So it's being technical with the ones you've got and sort of just working out which ones are going to be the ones that you're going to be able to use and sell and promote. And obviously you can keep some for artistic styles, artistic reasons as well. So they might not be commercially sellable, but they may have an artistic look to them that you quite like, and therefore from the creative point of view, you can keep them and put them in your portfolio, because it shows that although you've got some for the commercial where they can sell, you've got those that are for your creative processes as well. And so it's good to have a bit of both, I find. So I mean, some of the images I took last night at the Vic of the bands that I took, some of them are a little bit overexposed, I find. So some of them are a little bit, there's quite a lot of bright yellow lights in a lot of them, but at the same time, weirdly, I quite like some of them. So they might not be commercially great, I don't think so. I don't think they want these kind of ones because they don't really show all the band as well. So it's kind of, I quite like this one as well, where she's quite highlighted in the light, but I'm not sure if she would appreciate this one. So I have tried to show these ones at least. There's less light and less, she's shrouded in darkness almost. But then there's the opposite side of that, where it could be too dark. But this one just right. So she's in between the light and the dark on this one. So this one's probably one of the first images I've put in across into editing. And yeah, so being critical of the work you do. So I've got a few folders of the same. So yes, when uploading them onto Google Drive, I create a new folder and pop the images into that file. It's tricky uploading 500 images into one thing, because again, your computer just can't handle it. So therefore you do need to go through them and just select like maybe 10 out of the lot every time. But I know that's quite a process as well, but be patient with it. But it's not, the less you do, the quicker it'll be, oddly enough. So if you only select 10 will go across and it'll upload, and it'll take a second to do that. And then whilst that's doing that, you can then go through the next lot of what you want to pick and pick the next ones. So don't fret so much about the time it takes. Once you've done it, it'll be uploaded, and then you can go on to editing, which once you get to the editing, you can have fun. Well, it depends on how you do it. I edit off of my phone, which is why I do it this way. Some people edit on the computer, so once it's uploaded onto the computer, you might not even do it this way. You might go on to Lightroom or something like that and just select the ones that you've edited. But personally, I prefer editing on my phone, so I bring them across onto Google Drive and do it that way. Although with that, I do need to make sure that I get rid of the files that are on Google Drive, because it will take up so much storage, and I'll also have to go through my phone. The images I don't really use or as much anymore, but that I'll delete them, especially if they're edited. I'll probably put them back into a folder on my computer somewhere so they're safe, and if I put them up onto Facebook and Instagram as well, so hopefully if it goes over like 4 or 5 years, and unless they're like college or some sort of learning curve or a comparison between the photography I did then and now, I don't really keep them. So unless there's some significant reason to keep them, don't keep them. So basically, and don't fret, don't be like, oh no, I've got rid of this absolutely wonderful image or whatever. You are a creative photographer, you can go out and redo that photograph. So if you think, oh no, I've gotten rid of this, unless you want to keep it for the comparison, that's fine. But it could be your goal that you go out and recreate the same image 10 years after the first one, because it shows in comparison a different time. But then at that same time, different place, different location, or different people. So don't, you might want, you could try and recreate it, but at the same time everything might still be different in the next image. It's quite interesting. So you could keep it for a comparison if you wanted to do it that way, but again, don't keep so many of them images. Just go through the ones that you want to keep, but but most of them can be deleted and gotten rid of. So anyway, that's my advice. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this has helped people with their photography, and I'm gonna go off to the Vic tonight again and try and capture more bands. So anyway, thank you very much for watching the video, and I will see you the next time. Bye.